Tiernan, we're on the eve of the new season. How do you feel your preparations have gone so far?
No, I'm really excited. It's something that we're definitely going to embrace. The boys have worked extremely hard. We know it's going to be difficult. I think the beginning of the season is probably going to be a more difficult period for us because we are just kind of still blending as a team. We're still trying to get the work done that we need to get done. But we're very excited. We're very confident that we'll get where we need to go. And I think the boys are very excited now. There's been a lot of talking. There's been a lot of stopping and starting on pitch sessions and training, and I think they just want to get 90 minutes under their belt in a competitive game without having to listen to us coaches.
Portadown up first, many people's favourites for the league. How do you see that one going this Saturday?
I think the Championship's very much like the Premiership. They're all good teams. They'll all be difficult to beat. Obviously Portadown coming down last year, I would know quite a lot about Portadown, having watched them for the last 4 or 5 years, and they're a good side. They've a lot of good players, they've a lot of experience in there, and people say it's the toughest one that we could have got in our first game, but you have to play all the teams, and we'll embrace it.
The final pre-season against Crusaders, do you feel that will be a sort of a good test of what we might face on a similar scale against Portadown, do you think?
I think, well, that's why we took that game, and we took it at that period, because they're probably the hardest game that you'll play, and to see where we stood against the league champions for the previous 2 years, it was going to be a great test for us. There was no real surprises from our end, but hopefully it'll give the boys an idea of what they're going to face come Saturday.
Not being able to start at Inver's not ideal, but you hope fans will come out and try to still make it a home match for us at the Luxor Arena.
Well, I think, as I've kind of stated all along, the fans are key to this. The Larne supporters are key, and I think the quicker they get behind this team, the quicker this team will get it to where we need it to go. And we're trying to introduce a good brand of football. We understand that pitches aren't always going to be beneficial to the way we want to play, but one thing that I will guarantee every supporter that comes in that gate, that every single player on that pitch will give 110%, and the more people we have cheering them on, the better it is, regardless of whether it's at Carrick or Larne or an away game. We need them behind us.
And there's a couple of weeks left of the window still. I know players have been arriving on a weekly basis. Is that still likely to be the case until the end of August?
That's been the most difficult part of pre-season for us, because as you say, on a weekly basis you have players coming in and players going out, and we're really looking forward to trying to get a settled squad. We pretty much now have 90% of that settled squad. I would love to be able to add another 2 or 3 and before the window closes. Obviously finances will dictate and availability will dictate, but I'm still quite confident.
And what's your final message on the eve of the season to the players and to the supporters as well?
I'm really excited. It's a brand new chapter for Larne Football Club. It's a transition period. I want you to be patient with me and patient with the team. Get behind them. It'll take us a little bit of time to blend. And while that's happening, the one thing that I guarantee you, that nobody will pull on a red shirt unless they're prepared to give 110% for the fans.
Okay, thank you.